There was a incident with a cargo ship in Baltimore that wrecked a bridge. I was just watching Biden just address the media. It was about like 5 minutes. It was the usual, what you would expect him to say. He didn't really provide much new information or say anything interesting about it. Just kind of making a statement to say he made a statement on it. But this was a very weird instance. There was a video of the instance happening, actually, and you can see a cargo ship is going to pass under the bridge, and then as it's coming up to the bridge, its power just goes out, and it steers right into the bridge. Yeah, this is a common occurrence of cargo ships, their power magically going out. This isn't something that happens very often, especially conveniently right as it's passing a bridge or going under a bridge. Was this a cyber attack? I would say don't rule it out. This is, like I said, this is very odd for a cargo ship like this to magically lose all its power and steer right into a bridge. I mean, there's just something fishy going on there, right? I'm not saying that the U.S. did this. I'm saying maybe a foreign entity like China or Russia or Iran somehow cyber attacked this specific cargo ship, or there was something. I'm saying that this is highly unlikely to just kind of happen on its own. And Maryland has already ruled out terrorism, like somehow terrorists hijacked the cargo ship and ran into the bridge or something. I don't know. They've declared a state of emergency. They're worried about 7 people were potentially in the river. They were driving on the bridge when this happened. I believe one has been found safely, and there was one that was found out of the river and is currently in critical condition. There were also workers on the bridge when it collapsed. Like I said, this whole thing's just really weird. I mean, we don't know much about it yet. It just happened this morning. The only thing that's come out behind this is that they don't have any reason to think that this was a deliberate act, like the pilot or captain of the cargo ship did this on purpose. I mean, there's video of the power going out. So obviously deliberately the captain of the ship didn't just decide to run it into the bridge. There was a malfunction, like the power went out. Like I said, how many times does that happen? Like, is that just kind of a common occurrence for the power on a ship to just go out conveniently as it's crossing a bridge like this? I believe this could be a potential sabotage from a foreign enemy. If you look before World War II, there were sabotages going on under the radar and countries opposing each other. And look over the last year or so, there have been many train derailments. I mean, so many train derailments, and they were always carrying toxic chemicals, and conveniently train derailed over a river or a body of water or something, and those chemicals get into the body of water. And if you look at all the people we're letting into our country, I mean, it's not a secret. It's not a conspiracy theory. The amount of Chinese military-aged men that have been found or not found are trying to come into the country at the border. The same with terrorists from the Middle East. I mean, there's been Hezbollah terrorists caught trying to get into the country. I mean, how many have slipped through the cracks and gotten in? So if you look at the people who are in our country that could potentially commit these acts of sabotage, is something like this out of the realm of possibility? I don't think so. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for somebody to hack into the cargo ship and turn its power off and have it wreck into a bridge. I mean, those little acts of sabotage, I mean, this could be China testing out how to get into our infrastructure systems. If they can hack into power grids, not only on specific ships, but the grids itself, and shut off our power. I don't think it's crazy to assume that at all. Obviously, we're not going to say conclusively that's what happened. I mean, it may come out that there was a malfunction within the ship that is provable, like they have proof that happened and there was no outside interference in it. That could happen. But I don't want to jump to conclusions too fast. Like I said, it's pretty new and it happened this morning. But as of now, you can't rule sabotage or a cyber attack or something out of the realm of possibilities for what happened here. So, like I said, there's not too much to say on it yet. It just happened, but it'll be interesting to see if the narrative kind of goes a certain way, as if it's kind of guided to turn our attention away from something. If there's some like pre-written, I don't know, reason for it. All I'm saying is it'll be interesting to see how the government steers this. If it kind of seems odd that they're all pushing a certain narrative for what happened like really hard, then maybe something fishy or something suspicious did happen with it from a foreign entity. But we'll see. More to come out on this later, obviously. This just happened this morning, but just keep an eye on what potentially the government will say will happen or what did happen.